So this date is because Jurgen Grobler used to have the gold medal time, and the time you needed to win a gold medal in each Olympics was quicker.
Yeah.
Is that the case with you guys?
yeah. Jurgen Grobler always win gold medals, and it's so fantastic. It's very hard for the German Federation that he moved to the British. He's very successful, and when a British boat is coached by Jürgen Grobler, then you know, okay, this boat is very fast, so you have to be faster, and you have to train more and do more for the win.
I was talking to Jakob Schneider a few weeks ago, and he talked about how important Martin Sauer was to the technique for the German 8, or the mental approach to the German 8.
He's totally important for us. I don't know. He's a guy. He's never satisfied with rowing. He always wants more and better and better and better. And this is hard for us because you always think, oh, come on. But this is for us. We have to do more, and we have to perform better. And he's between the coach of Uwe Bender and the athletes, and he's always talking, and he know each other, and he know, okay, these are his advantages and has disadvantages. So we can he know this, and we try to improve them. And and this is really, really, really good. And what he's do on water with us, and it's no fun. It's really, really hard, and but I think we need this because we are successful, so it's the right way. So we have to go, we have to move on this way, and he's absolutely important for us.
So was that one reason why the change from Ralph Holtmeier to Uwe Bender worked, because Martin Sauer was still in the
No, we changed because Ralph Holtmeier had a break after Rio, a 1 year break, and Uwe Bender was the new coach, and he did it very, very well. He was very close to the athletes. He's a very special coach. He was also in Australia, and then he came back to Germany, was a head coach of the lightweights, and he talked to us, and he's for me, he's also a very special trainer, coach, and he trained hard. He let us train hard, but he also knew, okay, now I have to tape, or you have to bring them in the best position to be able to race the best level on the best level. So he's and I think the athletes and the coach are moving closer together, and so he's, for us, it's really important that he's our coach, and he's be a big part of the team.
Yeah, Richard, you're on World Rowing. You are the #1 ranked oarsman in the world. Do you like being the #1 rower in the world? Does that mean anything to you?
Honestly, I did not knew that there's a ranking. I think 1 year ago, Jakob Schneider told me that I'm the #1. It's awesome to be the #1 of the world rowing community, but for me, the best rowers are Hamish, Eric,
Yeah.
Hodge, Reed. These are guys where I thought, okay, they're really, really impressive, and they achieve so much. And yeah, for me, they're also better than me, and I try to do my best. And yeah, and I don't care what.
Yeah.
What I try to win next year the Olympic gold or Olympic medal, and that's for me important, and nothing else.
Where do you keep your medals, Richard? You have them on display, or do you keep them in a drawer or something?
Yeah, the Olympic medals are in near my bed.
Yeah.
In the cupboard, but the world championships medals and European championships are at home at my parents. They have all my medals.
Yeah.
And, after my rowing career, I will sort them, and I will hang them out or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. Matthew,
the box is really full.
Matthew Brittin wanted to ask you, he likes to know that the jobs of each different seat in the 8 and how you would explain your job in the 7 seat, because I know you have rowed in the 3 seat, the 5 seat.
Yeah.
So what is your job in the 7 seat? How would you describe that as different to rowing in 5 or 3?
Yeah, we always asked by journalism how different is it to row in the bow or in the stroke, and you always heard, okay, the stroke men do the stroke and like this, but it's in my opinion, it's totally not true. We changed in training. We changed all the positions. It's not
Really?
it's not always Hannes that is on the stroke seat. It's sometimes it's Malte, sometimes it's Lauritz Vollert or Torben Johannesen, and we changed. And in my opinion, a good 8 is good because everyone can row on every place, and it's common it's a common opinion when you say, okay, in the bow you have a good technique and nothing more. It's not true. You also have to push in or have to pull in the bow, or in the stroke. You also have to be strong and have to make pressure and like this. And in the middle, you have to be also a good. You have to have a good technique, because you have to be part of the teammates. So, but my favorite position was also very long the 5th position.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we 2012 we row in the twin.
Yeah.
And it was really, really, really cool to row with. It was really close. You row very close with your with the 4th position, and Maximilian Reinhardt was in the 4th, and it was. It was like, okay, when you push hard, then the boat is going faster, and it was also very good. But in the 7th position, you have to support the Hannes, but as I said, we always changed. So there's no big difference between place 5th and 7th. So me, it's no big difference. The only thing is that when I row in the bow, it's hard to me because then I'm a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
The other thing is when you're in the catch, it's not directly, because when you row in the front, then the boat is lifting up, and so the position from your blade and water is going to be higher. And for me, it's because of my rowing technique, because of my big body, then I have to pull my shoulders down, and then the blade is going to be higher, and it's not so good. So that's the only position which is not so good for me. but yeah, but we also changed.
Yeah. And you're in the fastest pair in the German 8 with Matthew Brittin for maybe the last 3 years.
Yeah, I always, for me, it's always important to be part of the 8 because I'm good in the pair, and I was always since 2009 winning the trials, the national trials, or be second. But for me, it's really important to be good in the pair, because this is the this is important. In Germany, you begin with rowing with sculling in the single, then you row in the pair, and you qualify for the 8 because of the trails in the pair, and it's the basic of rowing technique. And if you have the feeling to move a boat fast, then you always see it in the pair, in the small boats. And if you have the feeling, then you're a good rower also in the big boats.
Yeah.
And, yeah, for that's the reason why it's so important. I tried to race in the pair in one World Cup. I think it was in Blade 2010.
Wow.
And we were 5th, but this was against Eric. Hodge and Reed, and yeah, and this was not a good weekend because I think my partner or I was a little bit sick or ill, and but it's sometimes I think, okay, it's gonna be cool to race in the pair international, but in Germany the 8 is so important, and for me, also for me, yeah, and it's a pleasure, and it's honor to row in the so there's no possible to change it for me.
How many sessions do you train on the ergometer for each week? Is it something, I know with Jurgen the British team use the ergometer a lot. What about you guys?
You mean ergos?
Yeah.
Yeah, we always train on ergo if we are not going to row on the water because of wind, ice, or like that. But it's always in the winter, and we are not so focused on ergo, because we think we have to row on the water, because when you row so long on the erg, then you miss this feeling of the boat, and how to be fast in a boat, and I think it's important to row on the water, but it's also important to have power on the erg. And so you have to combine this both. And yeah, in the winter, especially before Olympics, we are so much in train camp. We are 3 weeks in train camp, 2 weeks home, 3 weeks in train camp, and so on. And in the train camp, we always row on the water, or try to row on the water. And when we are back and it's ice, or it's not bad conditions to row, then we race on the erg. But yeah, there's no special preparation for a 2K erg test in Germany.
No. What is your 2K? What is your 2K personal best?
We all row in the 8. We all row between 5:40 and 6 minutes, under 6 minutes. That's like between like this. Yeah.
Yeah. And do you have some rowers prefer a 2K test and others prefer a 5K test?
Yeah, we have some which are very good in on the erg. It's like Lauritz, me, Malte, Jakob Schneider. Yeah, they're really good on erg. But yeah, some others, they are also good on erg, but their they prevent they are also very good on water in the pair. And so yeah, I think you, and as a coach, when you select a team, you can't always you can't say, okay, he's good in the erg, so you have to move in the boat. You have to combine this. You have to combine, okay, you need a good 2K erg test, and then you have to be good in the trails. And then there's also a possibility from the coach to say, okay, he fit in the crew, or he's not so good. He's not his technique is not it's not
up to standard
for the 8. So then there are the possibilities of the coach to select their athletes, and not only focus on the 2K erg tests. That's how our coaches do this, and I think it's also important to see the rowing side on the water.
Yeah. So how close has the German 8 come to having the perfect race? Has that happened yet? Do you still think the German 8 can get faster for next year?
Yeah, I hope. We really we this was our first races, and it's always in the season the first races are not so good. Our first races are always in Duisburg or Essen, and then you in the following races you're gonna be better, because your body is preparation for, or is ready to row 2Ks, and then your technique is better on the high rate level, and I think we have a lot of possibilities to be better, but now we have to look that we are good. That we are good in training in the winter, and then we will see next year.
Yeah.
To improve us, and we have a lot of technique faults, so we have to do a lot. A lot of homework.
Have you ever had a race where it was as near to perfect? I remember you guys were very pleased with the European Championships in Glasgow in 2018. You thought that?
Glasgow was also good, and Plovdiv.
Yeah.
And London 2012, Blade 1 year before, 2011. This was one of the best crews I ever rowed with, and this was a perfect race, I think. And Plovdiv 2018. This was also, we are so much under pressure, because in the heats we won our heat, but in the other heat was a little bit faster.
Yeah.
And, the Americans, and then we have to wait 1 week, and nobody knows. Okay, are they faster, or was this the wind conditions? I don't know. And then you're a little bit nervous, and then you think, okay, now we will check it on the final, and then we are so motivated, and we had so much pressure, but we are so full of energy, and then it was a start signal, and then we pushed away, and it was great. It was phenomenal. This was really really crazy race, and after 800 meters we were in front with half a length or so. And I think so. Oh, this is gonna be a really crazy race, and it was really perfect.